So, in a non-traditional karate scenario, if someone was coming for your arm, like that, with a straight shot to the arm over there, so, yeah, we're counting that with a straight one. Right. Which is quite traditional. There's nothing to say you couldn't counter this one straight. Nothing to say you couldn't counter that way. It's just like a slap. And what's happening in the footwork is it's just going right, just like you've bladed yourself, you've shut off the surface area. But instead of just turning, if you're going to turn, you guys will do something. Snap, you turn, right? So, when it was straight, or when it was round, so that's a little bit coming around that shot. Either way, if it is coming around, you can. See? Awareness. Anyway, I'll do that slow. So, yeah? It's hitting on the way around, so straight out. That would be a palm hill. It would just be a slap that's palm hill into the jaw. So it might just be coming past you. Right? So it could be straight, it could be round. We don't use the round one much in karate, but there's nothing to say it couldn't be there. Just to finish off, to show you, we'll go to lunch now, but we get the straight semi. Remember the start of the class today, we were doing this? Just to accentuate, just to amplify to you how simple and powerful that can be, right? Let's say, for example, switch feet first of all. Okay? Andy's going to step out, try to punch a little bit of the shoulder to it, like his left one. Boom. Yeah? Which is not an uncommon punch. My goal is to try and cut that off. Where he wants to be when he steps through, he wants to step in, he wants to be in the spot right there. Right? I want to be into that spot. Using my speed. Now, if I want to take off, I'm standing tall, in the wrong kind of stance. If I'm deep, then I push off, get that leg straight, I go move forward, long and low. I'm probably not going to get to that spot first. What I practiced earlier is not just about making your card look pretty, it's about getting to that spot first. Peeling away the unnecessary body movements that stop you from getting there quicker. If you just look at the simplicity of this as a finishing technique, it can be substitute. So the technique comes around, yeah, one like so, yeah. So my goal is really just, get out of the way from there, my goal is just to punch, step through. Right? So every time you step through, like I said, you could be stomping, you could be kneeing, you could be kicking. Right? The straight step through doesn't have to be there. Now if I've been into the spot, and I'm in close and all over him, and I've got the range, then the next thing is going to be, I'll go real slow, right? Bang. See where that knee went? In other words, what I've done, maybe the other side might be easier. So we position here, boom. So I hit high, push the head back, and this leg just comes straight through with it. And this comes straight through into the groin. My front foot's instinctively come to the outside. Here's a little bit. And then I just step through. And as I step through, I just come straight in to that area. Yeah? Straight pick off from there. So it's in, bang, straight. Even if it was palm hill, boom, just punch and step through. This should be a finishing technique. I've picked him off, hit him right in the chin or right in the face, and I've just followed through with the knees, and it's a natural movement. It wasn't punch and pull back, it was boom, and step through. Yeah? Yeah, the push is worse, and you just thread it through the knee. You can kind of see, if you picked it right. Again, you've got to pick it right, but that's just timing. Right? And by the way, if someone was posturing like they're going to throw it, I'll be able to open up a can of sessio, right? I'm not waiting. Bang! Straight through. Just simple. Strike, knee, land. Guarding position. Hands between me and him. And I land. Not out here. No, strike, boom. My hands were here when I landed, right? In front of him, right? If it was the other side, what's this way, Michael? Let's say here, his left foot forward. I'm still left foot forward here. He's going to throw that way. This way, right? Okay? I'm going to still try, I can still do the same way. Now, if you went that way, it might be good for me to do that. Yeah? Because I'll get there first. Right? I can tuck my shoulder a little bit here. So that's probably that's a great spot to do it. If I want to do my yakuzuki, if I wanted to step through and get out to the side of it here, and get off the lane, come in straight and then veer off to the side of the end, you can use the rear hand. If you decide that's what you're going to do, that's what you're going to do. Because I've decided, when I'm here, I'm going to hit you with this hand. I don't think to go that one, go that one. I'm going to hit you with this hand. I'm so sure of it, this is ready to go. My whole intention is for that to happen. I have to, right? Let's go slow. Basically what's happening is you come through the punch. I punch, so I punch and I step through. Remember we talked about punching and stepping through earlier? So I punch, step through, and then the knee comes then. It's like doing, this is like saying punch, boom, boom. Punch, boom, boom. That second step through is really the knee up into the groin. So stepping through, but I'm not stepping through for nothing. If we're going to walk through, I might as well walk through his groin. Right? I might as well just pound something out of the way if I'm going to step through. It sounds violent, but don't step through for nothing. Don't step through with nothing. Don't yield with nothing. Always equal and opposite something or other, right? So you can see that straight in, right? Now if I take full extension of the punch, step through and goes right into the groin, it's all happening at the same time that he thinks he's got me in that spot. You're all over him like a soup sandwich, right? You come straight through, you hit the first one, and you just decide I'm coming through. It's not like, it's not in, strike, back, it's boom, boom. It's using all the traditional stuff to throw your body weight forward. With control though, it's still there, there's still something happening. Boom, you still boom, through, push, and land. It's actually really, really simple, isn't it? Like, how easy is that? Punch, through, and through. But it can be a finishing technique. It's delivered at the right timing. But to get into that spot, all the stuff we talked about, the sink and drive, there's no drawback, straight out. Right? Stepping through, low, all that's got to be there, otherwise you don't get to that spot. And as you go high up in your down grades, you want to be able to achieve the same end result, which is temporarily disabling your attacker with less techniques. And if you can do it with even simpler techniques, even better. Even when you're a brown belt or first key, you learn those new kicks, and you do hook kicks and you do all sorts of stuff. And by the time you get to your third down or fourth down, I don't need that. It's all about peeling you open, pulling you apart, walk away, right? So it gets simpler. Doesn't mean you can never do those things, but from a fighting combat perspective, it can get simpler. It's about timing and movement and getting in that spot first, having your hands in position to be able to throw multiple techniques, when you're moving forward quickly, moving forward with control. Right? If I can strike, I'm still low, I'm deliberately I'm meaning to move forward into you. Right? If I didn't want to bring that in, all I want to do was strike and get it to the outside. I've struck, I'm through and I'm to the outside of them. I've kind of run up the side if I want to. I want to keep going straight down the middle. It's a natural progression. Now here, let's step forward, so do that. And then straight up the middle. Yeah? So whether it's left foot forward or his right foot forward, that's the technique we practiced in a line drill in class, very potent. As is the front hand. Let's not get that sort of out. The front hand, if for example, you've got a bit, I'll try that again. It won't happen again. Next time I do that, I'm going over. So, how does this apply itself? Well, we're going to practice tomorrow with mitts on, that drill, except the lunge punch is going straight for your face. Right? It's not going for your shoulder. You practice on the shoulder with no hat and no mitts, and then you go up another notch and practice it coming at your face. Because you've really got to get off the way then. If you've just been a bit lazy on this, right? And then you're going to hit, right? But ideally, you're moving off the line. So whether it was let's say you stepped out with a 200 meter zipping, right? So, yeah, whether it was that, and you've hit, move off to the side. I didn't just move off to the side. This really came around, so everything was orientated towards that person, right? Which you just practice with your shoulders in, right? Yeah. The idea is to be, the idea is to still be contemplating as I do it. Alright? I don't want to be like this, I want to be, there's nothing on that. I want to be there, straight across him, yeah? The good thing about getting out to the side and striking too, is when he's in his position, you're off to the side, you're hitting across the jaw, okay? As opposed to straight on. Straight on is no picnic, but across the jaw, alright, you hit someone on the edge of the lips, down to here, it's like a switch just goes off. biologically that's what happens. There, the legs are gone straight away. You'll be sitting down before you know it. Blow back that way is not good. Of course, I wouldn't want to cop that either. A whole bunch of other stuff you get hit. But across like that, you just literally be sitting on your butt before you know it. It's totally lights out, yeah? And that's boxing right on the button. That's the button. Right? The punches that go straight at boxing don't knock people out. That's why hooks knock people out. It comes across this way. That's why the right cross knocks people out. Not the straight right, the right cross knocks people out. Because it crosses from one side to the other. The hook knocks people out because it crosses lots of that. The straight rights and the straight left side. Those are the straight left. They're not no picnic. It's in the, but it's not like the cross and the hook, right? Now, scenario, we don't do lots of hooks, but it's about the angle. See, my weight's in the front, put everything's there. Striking it hard, yeah? It could even be a Weggery. So if the Weggery, it's harder to get around the Weggery, but you can still step to the left a little bit. So we go for it right now. You still strike and miss the Weggery. You can just practice, in fact, being here and just practicing a little bit of. Practice is a little bit of moving the front foot a little, turning the rear, moving the rear leg slightly, and just making no space. But so from there to there, I look like there's nothing from side on. But where you were, I'm not side on. I'm front on. Huh? So you can get over the top of that at the same time. You've hit and then you've slid past. At the time he thinks his kick's going to come in, yeah? That's where you take what we've just been doing to the next step, yeah? We'll try to do that tomorrow with our next one, just in case. Everyone up?